Hello everyone, I'm Luigi209. Just let me fix things, reset to default. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Luigi209 and I will be doing a top 10 favorite video games of all time. I have like a bunch of favorites, and then there's a category with the rest that I do like as well. But I'm gonna just do top 10, meaning like my top 10 most favorited games that I like. Well, that are my favorites. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and TNS2, the new Squad 2. Top 10 favorite video games by Luigi209. Okay, anyway, number 1. Okay, we're not going to be starting at 10. Actually, we're going to be going from my first favorite to my last favorite to my 10th favorite. 10th favorite. Sorry, I forgot. It's like reversed, and from when I look at the screen, it's a bit reversed, and yeah, like it's hard to tell. Like left is right and right is left. Like it's confusing when you're normally used to like seeing it from that isn't a computer, and then you just see the screen with the computer. Anyway, enough rambling. Enough rambling. Okay. My first favorite game, Majora's Mask, is number 1 on the list. Even though it wasn't the one that I grew up with, wow, the computer's light is pretty much shining on this. Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna show the cartridge instead. Okay, Majora's Mask, my first favorite Nintendo game. Well, my first favorite game of all time. Even though it wasn't the game that I grew up with, it's still a game that I loved, even a bit better than Ocarina of Time. And you can find like more evidence of me liking Majora's Mask. Gilded Sword, anyone? Also, Kokiri Sword? Does anyone want a Kokiri Sword or Gilded? Okay, they're not for sale. Oh, and by the way, the sword can actually come out of the sheath, in case if you guys didn't see my prop video. Anyway, so yeah, Majora's Mask. Like, when I played that game, I really liked how it was placed, and Link was one of my favorite Nintendo characters, so the young Ocarina of Time Link was my best favorite. That's why I'm mostly him most of the time for Comic-Con. Anyway, on to my second favorite, number 2. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3DS. And I'm doing a Let's Play on this. And if you've seen my Majora's Mask episode 1 3DS video for the Let's Play, since that's the only video that's uploaded on Majora's Mask 3D, even though I have a normal Majora's Mask playlist, I wanted to do Majora's Mask 3D because like it came out and I already did a review on it, and many people have done Let's Play, so why not do a Let's Play on this as well? And yes, I will finish the original Majora's Mask Let's Play. Anyway, Majora's Mask 3DS, like, it's like I said for Majora's Mask, the words that I say for Majora's Mask are also what I say for this. Except this is a bit more smoothed out. They did some changes which I don't understand, and some changes like tried to make the gameplay more smoothly, and there were some like add-ons, like not add-ons that you would have to download to this game, like add-ons like fishing, you know, the scrap fishing for the original N64, which they scrapped. Same thing with like a picture of a different picture of the ocarina, depending on which mask you were wearing. Like when you wear the Deku Scrub mask, your ocarina will appear as Deku horns and etc. Like they originally had that idea for Majora's Mask, but they scrapped it. But I actually think it was a good idea, and I like how they brought it back here. So, and I like how they bring some beta elements here, except they still didn't bring back the Salmon Fish and Jabu Jabu, probably because it was silly to have them in an alternate dimension where they probably couldn't exist. Anyway, number 3, Super Smash Bros. 3DS. Depending on the amiibos that I have, which I'm not going to move the computer because it'll take a little while and show some stuff. Anyway, Super Smash Bros. 3DS is really good. It combines all of the characters like it's done before, but even more than before. Like, depending on the downloads for updates over and over, you can like have a bunch of these characters, and it's really nice. I just wish that they could bring back Adult Hero of Time Link and Young Hero of Time Link like in Melee, but as they shown in the Brawl video clip, the Adult Ocarina of Time Link evolved into Twilight Princess Link. And I can see why, because like they want to make the characters look like how they do from the new game. And I like the newcomers Mega Man and Pac-Man, and Shulk I never really heard of. Heck, even when Ike and Marth came out, I still haven't heard them except from YouTube videos. And Rosalina and Wii Fit Trainer is like good characters to add in. I am okay with like how they added in those two characters. But here's something that I don't really like about the game, like how they just took away the Pokemon Trainer, because like it was neat how you got all 3 of those different starter Pokemon, where one of them was where like they were each evolved. Maybe Charizard was evolved completely, but the other 2 weren't evolved, and like I think that they could have made all 3 of the Pokemon evolved in the Pokemon Trainer possession. Also, they added in Mr. Boxing Fighters himself from, and I think it was that game where Mario referee. I can just imagine his voice just going, a 1, a 2, a 3, goal! And yeah. So yeah. Little Mac is in the game and not just a character helper. I wish Shadow could have been the same like Little Mac, where he could have been actually playable in the game. Then we could have like Sonic and Shadow battling to the death. Because like everybody likes to see 2 hedgehogs, 1 evil or anti-hero and 1 good battling, just like Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, up next, number 4, The Legend of Zelda, 4 Swords, Adventure and Original. Now the reason why I have the manga book is because I don't remember where I have the game case. Yeah, but I like The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, Adventure and the original 4 Swords. Like, the only problem with the original 4 Swords is that you actually needed a link cable between, like another use of a link cable, so that way all 4 characters could come together, and you could be able to head into the 4 Sword Temple in Link to the Past, which I wish that in Link to the Past, when you got all the 4 swords after beating the 4 Dark Links, or probably the 4 dead, or probably the dead 4 Links coming, then you can like turn into 4 Links as like an extra power. But hey, we're not talking about a Link to the Past, we're talking about 4 Swords. 4 Swords Adventure, like when I saw the beta commercial, like they showed the beta skins, which was a Link to the Past Link, and from 4 A Link to the Past Link sprites, and I think it was really cool because to me 4 Swords Adventure is like a sequel to A Link to the Past, besides The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 2 or Link Between Worlds. But anyway, yeah, really great game. It's nice how you can like get your friends to work together and get a bit more into friendship, and your family could play together as well. But if you want to play with your friends, you gotta make sure that they won't be like, this game sucks, yeah, blah blah blah, like that. So yeah. Next one. I should really have a better editing camera. Ow. Number 5. Sonic Adventure 2. If only I had the if I had the original Dreamcast Sonic Adventure 2. I got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Adventure 2, like the regular Sonic Adventure 2 on my Xbox, but even though I have a Dreamcast, the Sonic Adventure doesn't work, so like I'm hoping to try and get Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for my birthday once it comes around on Thursday, probably, most likely. Anyway, this is the bendable figure. I'm not sure why this arm won't bend. Probably the wire is like all like burnt out. Okay. Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2, where Sega and the company Soap teamed up together. Even though they originally planned for Sonic's normal shoes to be in the game, Sonic Adventure 2 was one of my favorite games because like it was my first adventure game my second adventure game that was brought to me, and by looking, and for my comparison between Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2, the models just look better, so does the voice lips and movements, and Ryan Drummond's voice is a bit more attached to Sonic than Sonic Adventure 1. And also, like, I love the design of the Soap shoes, and yeah, sorry if the screen might have, like, well, heck, this camera will just see me, never, anyway, but yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 has been one of my favorite games, especially, like, I grew up mostly with the Sonic Adventure 2 design, but I did also play some other Sonic games. But mainly, Sonic Adventure 2 is the most thing that got me mostly hyperactive for Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, I gotta just go put this back. Hold on. Man, if only this had a simple as in pause button as like my phone, because it doesn't have a pause button because it just disappears after hitting start recording. Anyway, next one. Number 6. Sonic 2006, aka Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I know most of you are like, are you kidding me? That game is like the worst. Why is it one of your favorites? Well, sure, it's pretty bad to many people, but personally, I like how they went for Sonic because this is like my most favorite design, apart from me liking Sonic Adventure 2 Soap shoes. But yeah, I really like Sonic 2006 because like it's a game that I've seen people play, and even though they don't really like most of it, I actually like. Sure, the only places I played up to is like about Radical Train, which I have completed. The thing that I made it up past Radical Train, and sure, it took me a couple of tries on Crisis City and Radical Train. I like most of it from what I played up to, but the only two things that I don't really like is how, well, the only thing that I don't really like up to the point that I got up on Sonic 06 is basically Crisis City Mach Speed section. Yeah, I don't like the Mach Speed section at all from Sonic 06. But after a couple of tries, I got it down. So, like, whenever I get it down, it makes me slightly happy about Crisis City Mach Speed section. But pretty much on its own, I just don't really like Crisis City. But I do love the disc. Look, it's exactly Sonic's face. And I like how this game introduced Silver the Hedgehog, which is actually another one of my favorite characters, except Sonic will be my favorite of them all characters from Sega. Now, Pokemon Green. Even though I got this at least a year ago, this game has been gotten so much attention, and me even just playing it for a while was really nice. It's just, I think in the original Japanese game, they made the Pokemon, they made like Bulbasaur a bit too weak, so I decided to start a new game, but with the same character named Red for the main character that I play as, and Green as, Green as in the grandson of Professor Oak. And I actually do have Japanese Red. Hold on, let me just grab it. Okay. And no, I have it here somewhere. Ah, found it. Okay. Man, I need a pause feature. Okay. So yeah, Japanese Red and Japanese Green. Like, the two origin games. The beginning, the two games that made Pokemon happen across the whole world. And I've actually played, again, I played Lavender Town's theme from this Pokemon Green Japanese edition and Pokemon Red America edition. So yeah. And of course Pokemon Red America was like had Lavender Town with a bit lower pitch. Yeah, Lavender Town in the American games had a lower pitch than the Japanese games, which had a bit of a higher pitch for Pokemon Red and Green. So yeah. Okay, next one. Number 8. Oh, forgot to mention Pokemon Green was number 7. Number 8. Scooby-Doo First Fright. Like, I really had this as my favorites, and it still is. I really like Scooby-Doo, and it's still good. I also like how this is a, like, more 3D game. I just don't like how Fred, Daphne, and Shaggy look a bit, and Velma look a bit different. Because, like, they're more, like, squashed down a bit, like a pup named Scooby-Doo, which I really like that disc. I'm trying to find more. Anyway, but yeah, it like really kept the Scooby-Doo feel from the TV show that I like, besides the models for the Scooby-Doo gang. But still pretty good. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Number 9. Minish Cap. This was the second game that I grew up with. And like it involved the Pickery sword, which was which is my second favorite sword, or at least one of my favorite swords. And I like how Minish Cap is the first like version of Toon Link, because like look, it looks so little. Little Toon Link cartoon drawn edition. Pixel style. Anyway, if you played the game, which I really like how you have to get 4 elements. Yes, 4 elements. 4 swords. And when you take them together to the shrine, it evolves into a new sword. I just wish it would have evolved into a purple sword once we took it over to the shrine with the purple element. If only it wasn't broken in the first place. But anyway, it also introduced us to Vaati, also 4 sword. Anyway, Link looks similar to how he looks in 4 Sword Sprite. And like in both the manga and in the actual game, like once you get all 4 elements and put the sword into the shrine, all the 4 elements will turn the sword into what it's known as 4 sword. Yes, the 4 sword. You see where this is going? Like, and like when Link used it on spin attack, when he holds his spin attack, he can go onto these panels and he will create 3 holographic versions of himself that can actually physically interact with stuff, but they won't stay forever. And guess this, a real life fact. Minish Cap is where the origin happens aka the origin of 4 swords. Yes, Minish Cap is the origin of 4 swords. Because like you have to take 4 elements and turn the Pickery sword, and it turns into the 4 sword. And it looks like that 4 sword, except it looks like that 4 sword, except it has a red ribbon in Minish Cap. But still, 4 sword origin. You get it? These games are linked. Linked! Get it? Linked! Man, I'm clever! Just like that Halloween video! Who did that? Anyway, I'm so good at doing I knew this day would come where I have to do a war again with you. Ah! Come, you stupid hand! Ow! Okay, number 10. I'm just gonna go through this. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And it actually has the Game Boy Advance game in it. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. It was the first game that I ever played of the Mario and Luigi franchise. I liked how you could also switch to Luigi, since he's my favorite Nintendo character right next to Link. They're both green, and Luigi's the second fiddle. But I really loved his Luigi's Mansion games. You know, now to think of it, I think Luigi's Mansion could have been in my top 10 favorites. Ah, man, I'm an idiot. Anyway, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I didn't really like it that much, because, like, you were mostly stuck inside of Bowser. Or was that a different game? Oh no, that was Bowser's Inside Story. Sorry. Actually, I don't recall ever playing it. Screw it, we're replacing number 10 with Luigi's Mansion. It's already been done. And for number 10, we're going to also bundle Luigi's Mansion with Luigi's Mansion 2, aka Dark Moon. Luigi's Mansion was a game to basically a demo or beta testing demo to show off the GameCube. Then it turned into a beta and then turned into an actual game. And Mario, like, this time you would play as Luigi, but at least it was better than Mario's Missing, which I never even heard of at the time. I always thought Luigi's Mansion was the first game Luigi ever been on. Stupid geography. I'm talking about like those hard things in math that involves like letters and then like squiggly lines and then dashes and then everything. Like, I hate that. And I think that might be present in Mario's Missing. Whatever. Luigi's Mansion, like, when I played it, like, I felt the scariness and darkness, and I was like, huh, there's also some great parts. Now I need to get that A-rank mansion because I want to be like one of those great gamers, and I want to start my own Let's Play on YouTube. Like, that was one of the things that got me inspired to, like, start YouTube mainly for, like, Let's Plays. And, like, Luigi's Mansion alone was really creepy and pretty fun to play. More scary aspect, though. Luigi's Mansion 2 was more like a bit happy funniness, but it still had some creepy moments. Like, you would be sitting in a dark room playing it and feeling a bit happy and funny and laughing in some moments, but then you would come to the really creepy moments. The scariest thing that I ever, like, it was a bit scary but not that scary, is a spider boss, which I don't really like because I'm a because I have arachnophobia, aka fear of spiders. I'm pretty much only afraid of spiders. Just many of them are poisonous, so I feel like I must kill all spiders and never be touched by their poison. I wonder if poison is the most deadly way to die. Like, yeah. Anyway, Luigi's Mansion 2 and Luigi's Mansion Original are like the two favorite games that deserve the top 10 list instead of Mario Sega All-Stars. But hey, at least you got one Luigi game that is kind of like, screw it, Luigi's Mansion counts as a Mario game even though Luigi's the antagonist. Why not do a whole Luigi line? Why not make Year of Luigi 2? Because Year of Luigi was the best yet. Do you really want to be ending up like your brother? Oh right, I didn't actually kill him. No. Okay, anyway, enough of my imagination. But yeah, even though this is my 10th favorite, it still holds a place in my heart. Same thing with Minish Cap, Four Swords, Scooby-Doo, Sonic 06, Smash Brothers, Sonic Adventure 2, Majora's Mask 3DS, and the original game that inspired the remake, since Ocarina of Time had a remake and people wanted a remake of this, Majora's Mask. So yeah, my top 10 favorite video games of all time. I am Luigi29, signing out. Oh, and I just want to share this moment. Like, when I was doing the Cafe and Andrew quest, I was kind of having trouble to figure out what to do, and I was on pretty much the last room before reaching the final room to get the mask. And like the second I like tried to push, like a couple of minutes later after trying to find a way how to move blocks, the mask fell into the hole. Like I saw the mask falling into the hole, and then when I saw like the silent moment with the text and then me playing time, I actually was, and this was like my file where I don't record stuff. Like when I was back to the first day after trying to do the Andrew and Cafe quest, I was like, man, I feel really sad now. I don't know why I'm sad. I mean, I shouldn't go into this now. Like, seriously, that's what I was like playing Majora's Mask 3D when I failed that quest. So yeah, it proves that Majora's Mask and Majora's Mask 3D can still, like, give you a little bit of damper in your system. Like, say you fail to do something, then you feel like all sad because like it was something either that involves like Andrews and Cafe quest, or like just finding Andrew and finding Cafe in general because either the mother misses him. And my theory is that the mother that you can either give personally to get another bottle of Chateau Romani by giving her Mama's letter, or having the postman deliver it to her. Like, my theory is that, like, when the mayor says, "Don't bring my wife into this," like, he looks a bit, I think that the mayor and the woman that you give the Mama's letter to might be the mother and father of Cafe. So, yeah, that could explain why Cafe wrote a mama note to his mom, that I'm pretty much assuming is his mom, considering the letter. Okay. This video has gone on for a really long time. I'm sorry. Comment, like, and subscribe. And also, I'll put a link into the description. Also, I want to make a shout out to these people, Bonsai Pro and Hylian Pro. Bonsai Pro, like, I really liked watching some Four Swords stuff at the time, and when I came across Bonsai Pro, I was like, oh, sweet, they got some Four Swords stuff. And, like, they also, like, introduced me to, like, new things like Miku, and the other two people that I could remember is Ken and Len. Like, I've also seen pictures on Hylian Pro's videos with a picture of, like, a picture of a wig and headphones of Len's. Like, I don't really know those characters at all. Then I saw Rosie the Rascal doing, like, weird yet funny videos with Miku, aka Crazy. Well, basically, Rosie the Rascal sees Miku as crazy on his channel. Anyway, since I mentioned Rosie the Rascal, we're also going to have a third shout-out. So, shout-out to Bonsai Pro, Hylian Pro, and Rosie the Rascal. They're all going to be in the link in the description, and also I'm going to be putting 2 links of my videos in the description. The Majora's Mask Kokiri Sword and prop, and also the Majora's Mask Kokiri Sword update prop video. Yeah, I made an update video because I had to, like, work on the sheath Like, the sheath actually took me 2 days. Like, pretty much because I tried to do the layering, and I got a belt. Oh, the Majora's Mask nostalgia. Oh, and speaking of Force Sword, like, I used to have this sword which reminded me of the Force Sword from both Minish Cap, from mostly Minish Cap. I really liked it, but then it broke. So yeah. I'll shout out to Rosie the Rascal, Bonsai Pro, Hylian Pro. Hylian Pro does props from most of his videos. Rosie the Rascal does like randomness videos and plush videos and real life videos. And Bonsai Pro, the most videos that I've ever seen is like Four Swords videos. And I'll put in a link in the description with those shoutouts. I'll put a link in the description of Majora's Mask Kokiri Sword prop and Majora's Mask Kokiri Sword prop update. Sorry if this video has gone really long. I mean, 36 and 28 seconds and counting. Okay, sorry. I'll just stop recording this. See ya. Stupid ads! I don't like when ads pop up. They make me take longer time to stop recording.